Hey Aries, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in to Tarot at Soul Embers. I hope everyone's well and happy. So Aries, today we're doing your love reading, and to start off with, I'll be drawing a card to see who I'm connecting with, what you might potentially be feeling and experiencing right now. That way you'll know straight away whether or not this reading resonates for you or not. If the reading does not resonate, I do suggest you check out, other than your sun sign, your moon, rising and Venus signs, as there might be a message within one of them that better resonates with you at this time. We'll also be looking at what the blocks are, as well as, you know, what this person's vantage point is. What's their perspective on this? How do they feel about you? What's their move going to be? And then finally, I'll draw out some guidance for those of you that are finding it challenging in your love life right now to make things happen in a way that makes you happy. So, before I jump into it, for those of you that don't know who I am, my name is Andrea. Other than an intuitive tarot reader, I also do coaching as well as vibrational medicine. I do take personal readings, and if you're interested, you can book your reading by following the link in the description box below. It'll take you directly to our website and you can book through there. Check out the website, guys. You know, like I said, other than tarot, there's vibrational medicine, there's coaching, there's discussion groups, which we call soul circles, there's workshops, there's free quizzes, like heaps of goodies, right? So check it out. Now, let's jump into it, Aries, and have a look and see who I'm connecting with. Who is this reading for? What's going on with the Aries? The beautiful Aries in their love life right now. How are they feeling about love? What's been going on here, Aries? Tell me everything. What does Aries need to know? Tell me everything. What does Aries need to know about their love life? Oh, okay, self-love. That's the one that wanted to fall out. So, I'll just hold that card up for you. When you love yourself, you'll attract love into your life. Aries, I feel that you have set a precedent here. I'm sensing that you've become very, I guess, passive when it comes to your love life. Now, this applies whether or not you're in a relationship, whether you're in a situationship, or even if you're on the dating scene. I'm feeling there is this sense of surrendering, you know, being really easygoing. And I love that about you, Aries. I love that you, you know, you're able to be malleable. You're able to adjust, and all to bring this together, not all to bring this together, or to make this happen. For the person that you're connecting with, I feel that there is an element of selfishness that goes with this person. It's just that energy that I'm feeling. They like their time to themselves. They're very potentially very social. They've got a big network of friends, or they're very busy with work. They balance their life out, and I feel that for some time now you haven't felt like you're a priority. And you have been very understanding, and something's not sitting right with you though. You would like to be more of a priority in this person's eyes. So if you're in a situationship and you really want to take this to the next level, or if you're just dating and you want to take it to the next level, I'm feeling that this person is putting up a barrier and is pushing back on any of your advances to, you know, make a deeper emotional connection and come together, see each other more often, and make you feel that you're a priority, not by the things that they say, because they might be in constant communication, but also by the actions that they take to show you that they're thinking of you. They might not be able to see you all the time, but even dropping messages randomly to show you that they're thinking of you, or surprising you every now and then, it is really going to show you that even though they might have a very intense lifestyle, you're still on their mind. And I feel that's something that's kind of lacking. I also feel, Aries, oh my gosh, lots of messages here straight at the gate. I also feel that you're on their clock to a degree. So you might, for example, you may have limited time with them, and it's always when they're available. And so because you've realized that if you don't make yourself available when they're available, you don't quite know when the next time is that you're going to be able to see them. And there is that uncertainty as to, there is that type of uncertainty which is it's unsettling, right? This is not the way you want things to go. It doesn't sit right with you. And as time goes on, I feel that you are disconnecting from yourself. You're starting to lose yourself in the waiting game, potentially. You're starting to focus your energy on what they're doing, where they're at, when can you see them, and kind of the hobbies have gone by the wayside. You're not putting too much attention into your creativity or your hobbies, or even making consciously making time to catch up with family or friends, regardless of whether or not you're going to see them, because you're waiting. That's the kind of feeling that I'm getting. The other thing is, it doesn't mean that this person's not interested. I'm just feeling that there is an element of they're in control of this situation, when they see you, when they don't, and they know that you will go the extra mile. Whereas you feel that you don't know if they're even going to meet you halfway. So it's out of balance here, Aries, and it's time for you to, I guess, really embrace that beautiful Aries spirit, which is decisive, which is action orientated, which is like a bull at a gate that, grabs life by the horns and, makes life happen, makes change happen. And it has nothing to do with the two of you, and more to do with what makes you happy and what brings you happiness, right? So let's break this down and have a look and see. Let's dig a little bit deeper, Aries. So for those of you that obviously are in a situationship or a relationship and things have plateaued, I feel that the polarities are out here. I feel that you are not, you need to switch up the polarity. You need to create more of a magnetism, so that it can become more of an attracting energy, which will pull them in towards you, rather than you leaning in so much towards them, which is not polarizing. It's not causing that that necessity to take action, to be proactive. I feel that this person, Aries, doesn't feel like they need to do a lot of work, basically, right? And if you're not if you're in the dating scene, the same applies. Stop doing all the work for them. Male, female, or other. That it's not about, it's about the energy that you're carrying with you. Stop doing all the work for them. Let them work towards you. At the end of the day, the more you allow them the space to move towards you, the quicker you'll figure out what their intentions are, where they stand, what their priorities are, and the quicker you can make decisions, okay? All right. Great stuff. Ooh, big energy here. You're holding yourself back. I feel, Aries, there's an element of self-sabotage here, of fear mostly. I'm sensing that there's fear of, you like the companionship, you like the, you like the companionship, you like what you have here, and there's a fear of losing that nurturing energy, someone that cares about you, that type of a feeling. What I'm getting here though is that this is definitely not going in the, it's not all bad, don't get me wrong, it's just not going in the direction that you would like it to, or it's not traveling at the pace that you would like it to. And because it's not moving as fast, I guess it gets you go right into your feelings, right? You may even experience these doubtful and depressive states because you feel that you would like them to take more of an initiative. You'd like them to take more of an interest. You'd like them to prioritize you, and you really get stuck in the emotion of what they're not offering, and really get lost in their energy, which is why I'm saying that, you know, time to really focus on filling in your day, making a routine, sticking to that routine, making plans and sticking to those plans, regardless of what this person's going to do. This fear of missing out with them, is only causing you to move further away from yourself, which is only causing you to feel more lost and a little bit more anxious about the future for you. There is an element of unhappiness, just, you know, a cloud above you of unhappiness. So you don't know where this is going to go. You don't know what you want right now. You don't know what's going to make you happy. I feel that your happiness often relies on, you know, that they give you a little and you're happy in that moment, but that happiness is fleeting and it is dependent on them. So Aries, I know how this sounds, but have faith, because things are about to take a turn for the better. This is beautiful energy. You know what? Whoever this person is, the minute you start to pull back your energy and ground yourself, recenter yourself and focus on self-love and everything that it incorporates. This is about nurturing through community, nurturing through connections with others other than this person. This is about taking care of your mind by really you know, embracing your creativity, embracing your hobbies, things that feed your spirit and your soul. This is also about you making sure that you're eating the right foods that are great for moods and balancing out your moods. This is self-love, overall self-love, right? So once you're able to do that, you will immediately ground your energy, and this person will definitely you know, they will definitely see and they will really take notice. And it's a lesson for them. They'll realize that, oh shit, you know what? If I want to see Aries, or if I want to make this work for Aries, I need to actually make more of an effort. Aries is not going to stick around and wait for me to be ready to fit them in, kind of energy. Another thing that's really important to mention here is that you're not only going through a change within your love life, you're actually going through a transition overall. So this is about discovering the next level of yourself, uncovering the next aspect of your journey. And so there is disruption and uncertainty surrounding you overall. So the minute you're able to do this and ground your energy and focus on the things we talk about, it'll give you more direction both in your personal endeavors, you know, even career-wise, as well as it's going to affect your relationships, right? It is definitely about transformation. Yeah. Really evaluating things, summing them up. Which parts of yourself are you going to further nurture and take with you into the new cycle, and which parts of you're not, you know? But there is so much positivity on the horizon. There's just a lot of stuff there's a lot of uncertainty right now. Really, really strong energy surrounding you right now, Aries. Very, very strong energy. I mean, we've got, what's it called? We've got Judgment here. He's ruled by Pluto. Difficult difficult planet, difficult energies there. And we've also got the moon, which is, who's the moon ruled by? I think the moon is ruled by, oh, I can't remember. It escaped me. Oh, it's doing my head in. I do know though that, I can't remember. Okay, I'm going to let it go. It'll come to me. Compassion, you know, another thing. Be compassionate with yourself, and, you know, be patient with the things that you're uncertain with. Don't be too hard on yourself, right? All right, let's break this down and see how this comes together. I'm feeling like it's not coming together yet. Let's have a look and see, where do you stand? Where do they stand when it comes to this as well, Aries? Do we have a card? Yes, we do. Truth be told. Yeah. Careful evaluation, being really honest. I mean, there's the truth. I feel you're spending a lot of time overthinking, and you might be spending a lot of time because there's a lack of confidence in certain areas, and you're not stepping into your power. Let's say you may not be addressing certain things that don't feel right to you, things that you're uncertain about, things that you feel you just don't know which way it's going to go. So you might not be wanting to really, I guess, ruffle the feathers, so to speak. So there is the truth be told is, it's about honesty. There is truth, and then there is an objective truth. This is about having those honest conversations about how you feel, so that you can, rather than imagine a reality based on your perception, find out exactly where this person stands, so that you know what the reality of that situation is, right? I hope that makes sense. Also, voicing in all honesty who you truly are, you know, and how you're truly feeling. By telling the truth about who you are and what you want, you really uncover what the two of you share. That's a moment where a point of emotional connection can be deepened. It is through that discussion that you're able to bridge the gap between the worry and uncertainty to clarity and collaboration, right? This is also the moment where you will really start to step into your power, and some higher truth can be told. I really do find that some higher truth will be told, and you'll become more connected to each other and more attuned to each other. I feel like the two of you may have kind of plateaued or lost your groove, lost your mojo in this situation. And for the singles out there, this is also very relevant, you know. I mean, this is also about you really embracing who you are and being honest and owning that. It allows you to make that connection that you're looking for. It isn't vulnerable. It is actually very attractive, you know. So I'm just gonna have a sip of my coffee. All right, let's break this down a little bit more. I want to know a little bit more about them. Where are they coming from? Let's have a look and see. What's their deal? It fell on the ground, but I'm going to take it. So, guys, here's what I'm getting. You might be feeling that they've withdrawn their energy a little bit, really focusing on themselves. And I just get this message, what's new? And that's great. I mean, I feel that this person hasn't, Even though they might be, in some cases, they might be committed, at the same time, I also see that they may be playing it safe. They're not willing to sacrifice the things that are important to them to make you a priority right now. Okay? And so at this time, they are going through their own transformation. I feel that, you know, things are about to really shake this person's world up. It feels like the way they've gone about living their life, they've always done things to a certain point, never committing 100% to anything wholeheartedly or focus their energy in one area. This has really depleted them, and the universe is going to step in and is going to force them to take responsibility and to really look at what matters most to them. You know, this is about a crisis point in their life where certain changes definitely need to be made so that they can figure out exactly what matters most to them and start working on that with focus. I feel that this person has their hand in many different pies, let's say, and they keep themselves busy, but there is an element of unfulfillment here, and they are all distractions. And in all these scenarios, they're not really taking, I guess, a leadership mentality, and they're not really committing 100% to any of them. They're facing a really big burnout here, and this is what you might be experiencing, that they are so tired that they don't make time for you, Aries, because they need to rest. And it just seems like it's your relationship that suffers, or situationship that suffers as a result of everything that they're involved with. They're going through a point where they're about to make also a decision as to whether or not they're ready to level up and really take it to the next level of commitment. I feel that this conversation is going to be the cherry on top for them, but it's needed to be had, because what's happening here is they're avoidant and you are anxious. And we've got two attachment styles here that are, you know, I guess both of you are, rather than working with each other's attachment style, you're both irritating each other's attachment style. The more you try to lean in, and I'm saying lean in energetically, by giving them all this space, by being available, it allows them to continue to be avoidant. And when you switch this up and polarize differently, Aries, and you have these conversations and you own it and you action all those things we talk about, self-love, they are going to be faced with the opportunity to have a discussion, which I guess will cause them some discomfort, because they won't be able to avoid it anymore. And some hard decisions are going to be made about what has to go and what has to stay. Okay, so both of you experiencing massive energies and transition. I feel like it's time for this person to grow up, basically, and mature emotionally. But Aries, I have to tell you before I close this off, this is going to have a fantastic outcome. You know, this person is definitely going to acknowledge, if you do decide to take on, you know, the guidance that has been offered, obviously, and there's free will here, they're really going to acknowledge the ability you have to be open, to really cause them to think, to focus their energy, and to cause them to question, you know, why they do the things they do, rather than just live life day by day. Very interesting reading, Aries. Great. Now, I'm going to pull out I just want to pull out a couple more cards for you. anything else Spirit wants Aries to know before we close this off? Aries, please do comment below. I love reading your comments. It helps me connect with you guys. I use that energy for my future readings. And I also love reading your comments, you know. Yeah, okay. So it's really time for you to disassociate confrontation. And when I say confrontation, it's what you would call confrontation. It's what I would call discussion. Difficult, challenging discussions that ultimately place you in your power. Okay, you may feel that that's a confrontation, and that's okay, but it's time to disassociate these conversations with heartbreak and be objective. Be really objective in your approach. Be evaluating. Try and disconnect your, I guess, past experiences and trauma that cause your anxiety to escalate, that cause you to go in your head and overthink, that cause you to withdraw your energy and feel lost and not be able to have these challenging conversations. Evaluate, weigh up those pros and those cons. Really, you know, this is going to be a difficult, let's say, situation for you. So try and be impartial and approach this as rationally as possible. Once you've done that, you can take that back with you and you can really pick it apart and pull it apart. But in that moment, this person really needs you as a, I guess, avoidant type of an energy that I'm feeling coming from this person. They really need you to be disassociate from the deep emotions, because that's what causes them to become even more avoidant. They would rather you will have a better outcome by an impartial conversation. All right, guys, I hope you found that helpful. Have a fantastic week, and I'll see you for your next lot of readings. Bye, Aries.